What is blended learning? If the term blended learning leaves you scratching your head and wondering just what exactly it is, fear not, for I'm here to explain it to you. My name is Meghann.weis, and I'm the Blended Learning Coordinator for the Archdiocese of New York. This video is meant to serve as both an introduction and an extension of the blended learning journey here at the Archdiocese. Let's begin with a quote from author and educational coach Casey Bell, who says, "Technology is not a solution, it is an opportunity." This quote is an ideal starting point for a discussion of blended learning because it recognizes the truth that technology itself is just a tool, not a magical problem-solving panacea. We do not expect technology to solve all of the problems we face in the classroom. We only want to learn how to best use it as an opportunity to progress forward. So when asked why we're embarking on this blended learning journey here at the Archdiocese, the answer is simple: to personalize learning for each and every child. The idea of personalized learning obviously predates blended learning, but it is our belief that the combination of teacher expertise and technological tools working together will really be a game changer for the future of education. Therefore, our goals in implementing blended learning are by no means a departure from our mission as educators before the integration of technology. Our goals remain the same. The addition of EdTech resources better enables us to reach these goals. It does not change them. We still strive to identify gaps in learning so that we can close them. We monitor the progress students make towards closing the gaps with both teacher observations and digital tools. We still use data to accurately and effectively group our students based on need. But most importantly, we use technology to extend, enhance, and engage the learning for all students. This is all a part of the data-driven instruction cycle. Once again, I will reiterate that this cycle itself is not new. The addition of digital content and tools simply allows us to have a more robust analysis of student progress, which makes the data-driven instruction cycle itself more efficient and targeted for personalized learning. Another benefit to utilizing technology that cannot go without saying is the built-in engagement factor. We want to ensure that our students are not merely passive, compliant recipients of information, but instead, we want to utilize technology to inspire our students to be active, engaged creators of their own knowledge. This is why we look to the Triple E framework from Learning First, Technology Second by Liz Kolb to be our standard guideline when integrating any new technology. If you have not had the opportunity to read this great work, you really should. This text is essential to understanding best practices for blended learning pedagogy because the focus is first on what the students need to learn, and then the choice of technology integration follows logically from there. The message here is clear. We are not about technology for the sake of using technology. We are only encouraging the integration of EdTech when it clearly supports the learning goals of the lesson and/or unit being covered. When blended learning was initially rolled out by the Archdiocese, the traditional 3-station rotation model was adopted by most teachers. Each day, the teacher chose to incorporate blended learning, typically 2 to 3 times per week. There would be a small group mini lesson to either reteach or extended learning of a particular standard. There would be a station where students work together or independently on material already presented, and an online instruction station where students would use an adaptive learning platform that personalized their learning pathway based on their own learning needs. All 3 stations were centered around an essential question. Current research into blended learning has resulted in broadening this model. Marcia Kish, a blended learning guru and international expert, offers extensive resources for districts, schools, and individual teachers interested in progressing their blended learning pedagogy beyond the traditional station rotation. According to Kish, strong blended learning classrooms have a variety of stations, including a future-ready skills station that addresses the 4 C's: creativity, collaboration, communication, and critical thinking. This future-ready skills station is often some kind of multi-day project where students collaborate to create a shared final product. Here at the Archdiocese, we will be working hard to incorporate these ideas into our classroom so that technology is used to enhance, extend, and engage all students in collaborative ways. As Kish notes, however, we don't just create station rotations and call it good. Instead, really excellent blended learning teachers learn to expand their structures and routines to meet the needs of their students. As we continue on this blended learning journey, we will be supporting teachers through a variety of professional development opportunities to expand student agency through their use of stations in the classroom. A quick Google search of the term blended learning would show that there are many different structures and approaches beyond a station rotation model. The only necessary components to be deemed blended learning is a blend of teacher-directed instruction and technology-enhanced learning working together to personalize instruction for all students. Therefore, do not worry if your classroom setup doesn't look exactly like the one down the hall. There really isn't one recipe for how to create a blended learning environment. There are many different flavors that you can add or choose not to include based on the needs of your individual students. And please remember that the road to success is not a straight line. No one should expect to wake up tomorrow and instantly be a blended learning expert. This is a learning journey that will have many twists, turns, and backtracking at times, but we know the end game is worth it. No matter where you are on your blended learning path, we know you will be successful if you keep in mind these essential behaviors of an effective blended learning teacher. Hopefully you will notice that these characteristics echo many previous discussions and trainings on effective teaching practices. Most of what makes a great blended learning teacher is, quote, just good teaching. Analyzing data, creating engaging lessons, connecting activities across common themes and/or standards, connecting to real-world concepts, fostering growth mindset, documenting progress through assessments, both formative and summative, being transparent with results, communicating and collaborating, using technology as a means to an end and not an end in itself, and most importantly, always starting with the why. If you do not know why you are implementing any teaching strategy or utilizing a specific tool, dig deeper and discover whether or not the practice truly supports learning. Thank you for viewing this video. If you would like a copy of this slideshow or any other slides used in official Blended Learning PD sessions, please see the ADNY Blended Learning Google site or email me, Meghann.weis. I wish you the best of luck on your blended learning journey.